Are you really in control of your decisions? Or are you just repeating patterns you don't even notice? Most people answer that instantly. I'm in control. But that answer itself is predictable. Your brain doesn't wait for you to decide. It decides first, then gives you the feeling that you chose. In neuroscience experiments, researchers predicted decisions before the person was even aware of them. So if your brain works like that, what do you think happens when someone observes you for months or years? They don't need to control you. They just need to recognize your pattern. Here's something simple. You send someone a message. They see it, but they don't reply. Nothing happens. No argument, no words, just silence. And suddenly, your mind starts filling the gap. Did I say something wrong? Are they ignoring me? Should I send another message? Notice what changed. Not the situation. You. That reaction has a name. Response uncertainty. When your brain doesn't get feedback, it creates its own explanation, usually negative. And the moment that happens, you become easier to influence. Because now you're not reacting to reality, you're reacting to interpretation. Here's another situation. Someone asks you for a favor. You hesitate, and they add, only if it's not a problem. Now, pause. Why does refusal suddenly feel harder? Because the frame changed. Now, refusal feels like you are the problem. Behavioral studies show people are far more likely to agree when a request feels optional. So you say yes, not because you wanted to, but because your brain chose the path with less social friction. Now, look deeper. Your personality traits aren't just traits, they're predictable patterns. If you avoid conflict, silence affects you. If you seek approval, tone affects you. If you overthink, uncertainty affects you. No one needs to manipulate you directly. They just need the right conditions, and your pattern does the rest. That's why two people can experience the exact same situation and react completely differently. One ignores a delayed reply. The other overthinks it for hours. Same event, different pattern, which means the real influence was never in the situation. It was in the reaction. Have you ever noticed how inconsistency keeps you more engaged than clarity? Sometimes they reply instantly. Sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they show interest. Sometimes they pull away. And instead of losing interest, you think about it more. That's not attachment. That's a psychological loop called variable reward. It's the same principle used in gambling and social media. Unpredictable outcomes create stronger engagement than consistent ones. So you're not chasing the person, you're chasing resolution. And the less resolution you get, the more invested you become. Pause for a second. None of this required control. No pressure, no force. Just timing, just structure, just predictable reactions. That's all it takes. So how do you break it? Not by forcing confidence, not by changing everything overnight, but by interrupting one thing, your automatic response. Next time you feel the urge to reply instantly, pause. Next time silence feels uncomfortable, let it exist. Next time you want to explain everything, say less. Because the moment your reaction changes, the prediction fails. And when prediction fails, influence collapses. Try this once today. Catch yourself right before you react automatically and ask, is this my decision or just my pattern repeating? If you notice even a small difference, watch this again, because the second time, you won't just understand it, you'll start seeing it happen in real time.